question. I asked it. I didn't know if it was a big ask, but it was just like, I'm just wondering. I'm wondering. Ask. And guess what it got me? Where it got me? The Five of Swords. Oh, first off, Angels of Love and Light, welcome. Oh, and it fell right, touching my right toes in my like freaking inbox right in front of me. Accentuated. So Angels of Light and Love, I welcome you in. My most ethical light and love crew, cream crew. Good to see you again. My life is but no is by no mistake. I have to tell you. Do you hear that? Vroom, frickin' vroom. Hmm? Let's fill in let's fill in those lips. Psst. Okay. Look at that. Look at that. All right. So what am I supposed to be doing right now? Just wondering. So it's taking pride in your big ass one up, Tina. That's what's happening. The one up, the one cup, the hurrah, huzzah stance, power pose. Yes. The ultimate flex. Ambidextrous flex. Do you see this? Both sides. Regardless of what anybody has to think, say, feel, whatever about it. This is my moment. It's good. I mean, some are good sports about it, some are not. Yeah, I think this is a competitive streak here. The one that is, what you call it, a good sport about my winnings, is closest. So she's, I would say silver. The one that's bronze, though, is very, like, has some personal baggage on her. Yeah. And so she's not satisfied with her placement because, relatively speaking, it is not number one. So that's the one that's having a little tiff about it. So I'm following my intuition here as a minority from what it shows. Purple yam. Purple yam. What's the yam? Was it? What's that song? King Kunta. Oh my gosh, that is Mr. Holy smokes, what's his name? Why am I drawing a blank? His name is Kendrick Lamar. Yes. That's what I'm seeing here. And when it fell on my inbox, it said, don't just like be in it, like wallow in it. Give great thanks for being able to do that. Accentuated platform. The huge ass one up. That's what I'm supposed to be doing right now. And like, hooray for me. You know, let me tell you. You know, this big event thing that I told you about that I'm supposed to be arranging for, that I should not be like distracted from during the earlier stages, but like a lot has gone on, and I realized that this big ass thing has been basically taken off my plate, and I'm just like the learning facilitator. I'm just learning all of the mechanics of what's going on because, like, dude, I have not traveled like really before like there, like abroad. So it's a learning experience for me. My boss wanted me to go through the itinerary before it was handed over to our counterparts to like assess. Really, I got hung up on the day 0 and day 1, like just agonizing over certain things. I'm like, shouldn't we tell them about this, or what should we ask about this, or because of this, and like very like scrutinizing over it, because like, dude, it feels like going through the contracts, like the same kind of experience except like full blown a little bit more, because it's not on an intimate level. that it would affect more and more people. So it felt like a full-blown portion of that where I was scrutinizing over the verbiage and certain details and this and that and certain scenarios, because I've been in those, like, the hot seat before. So and then only to find out that when I had to converse with, like, basically the the other party, the attorney, he said, he's like, that's just the standard language that's provided. that's that's the clause that's already pre-written and used. So it's like, well, then they should reformat that to allow for some flexibilities. I thought that because I was like, there are certain things that I was just like, I did not agree with the verbiage. It was pretty outdated, I would say. Yeah, on some, in certain parts of it. So anyway, that's what I feel like I'm doing here with this stuff. And then on top of that, I have to deal with my own baggage, like the sadness of realizing where my life has gone, with, like, basically accepting far less than what could have been, like what far less than my worth. And how that translated to like vacation time, or, you know, something that like, what's your take home, you know? And so revisiting that, I just I think it's some things that I just needed to process, because, like, if he were to ask me, like, oh, why isn't this part done? I asked you to do this part. And I'm like, I tried to. And then to give the rationale. I think the most fair point in that, without feeling like sorry for myself, is just conveying that, you know, my life never led up to that point just yet. So this is absolutely new to me. And, you know, so completely green to certain areas of this streak. So it's also an acceptance, like, not to be so hard on myself, because you only know what you know, and I'm really good at knowing other certain things. I'm really good at certain things, but that part is I wouldn't say that I'm not good at. And just, so there's a lot of learning to do right there. Yeah, so certain realms, there's just there's that. So that's good. I'm human, yay! All right, but more so, I have the one up. Like, out of all the things that I could just kind of sum myself up to on, you know, my winnings, like, Spirit is basically saying, hell yeah. You're doing wonders. So that's good. Oh, I forgot. I have my bread over here. What should I be doing right now? Page of Pentacles in reverse. Investing in myself. Okay. I think I'm doing that, aren't I? I would say so. I am taking my breaks every day now. I think ever since I was told that I didn't get, I got declined from my for the raise. That, I don't think it was like retaliation. It was just like, obviously, like I said, the permission slip to, like the go ahead to take your breaks, Tina. Take your breaks. There's only so much you can do. And with as much as you've done already, it hasn't amounted to, you know, getting you to that point. So you might as well take your breaks. What is this? Two of Wands in reverse and the Chariot card. I don't know why I'm feeling like, oh, going nowhere fast here. This is, you know, this is movement. This is traction. This is kind of like mediated control moving forward, but there's still stuff to assess. So like at first glance, if you're just gonna like just feel it out and like what do you call it? Just not temper tantrum, but just like just venting, just like going nowhere fast. That's the first like glaze of it. But when you really look at it, there is a lot of traction. There is a lot of movement. There are a lot of precious cargo like carry-ons here. And there's no chaos, just excitement. And this is like the unknown. Well, this is to be determined, let's say, okay? In fact, the mom knows kind of where, like, in general, where we're going. So it's not just to be determined, but for some, an elite few, is to be announced. So just keep going, hon, and enjoy the ride. That's what's happening. Did I tell you, like, I was surprised, like, that there was some kind of comment, like, because dude, it's like fucking crickets. Crickets are good luck, though. But, crickets, in my forums, except my secret forum, which I haven't been on for, like, a week or so. That's crazy, because I used to go on, like, every day for practice. And there's good vibes there. But then until there was not. So, anyway, let's finish off this thing. So, why did we even get to that point? Oh, the forum, the activity. So they're like, I don't know, anywhere like maybe 10 comments in a row by the same person. And I don't know how, like, do people really talk like that? It was purposeful in being like, I wouldn't say like a jerk, but it was definitely somebody like, how do you, like, talking like that, how do you think that gets you any game? Like, how do you think that makes somebody attracted to you? With the way he was talking, it was like, oh, this D, you know, and just like, I don't even know what else. She's just, I didn't understand. Like, who falls for, like, any of that on any level? Just one of those comments, like, it was basically gibberish in it. And it didn't really upset me. I just, like, I don't understand where people are coming from sometimes. Except, like, what kind of drug are you on? Because I don't even think that person was, like, going through anything crazy other than what he puts himself actively in. So I just didn't understand it. Like, whoever you attempt to procreate with, either that's not by consent, or they're basically an animal. They're not the same. They're not Homo sapien, let me tell you. Whoa. Anyway, to be determined, and for some, an elite few to be announced. So we're going places, Tina. You gotta really look at that. You've come this far. So let's say you're on like a 5-hour road trip, 5 to 6 hour road trip, and you're like on your 5th hour. Are you gonna turn the car back around? Holy fucking moly. I don't think so. Just because of all of a sudden you're at this level and you don't know? No! No. All right. So what am I supposed to be doing? Anyway, Archangel Michael, Spirit, what do you... What stood up right in front of my work stuff cards? 7 of Pentacles in reverse. Oh, and then this one wanted to go on my inner lap. King of Cups in reverse. What? Anyway, 7 of Cups in reverse, 7 of Wands in reverse, and 4 of Swords. So this stood upright right in front of my work stuff, like kind of branded stuff. So, Master number 77 hidden here in plain sight. It is the Master Revolutionary, the leader, I think. Anyway, it's harvesting quietly, like gracefully. It's like taking in these things. Oh, gracefully taking like these admirable qualities that came into fruition. Just kind of enjoying that, sitting back, relaxing, putting some thought into the acceptance of what has borne fruit. That's wonderful. Okay, so this is like totally chill time, but not like mindless chill. This is, or like intense, focused chill. This is just like relax. Just think back and like look at how far you've come and like what has like the differences that have been made because of this this causation. Yeah. Okay. So this is the time to reflect and reap at the same time. This is a different kind of reflection point. Okay. And then I get the 10 of Pentacles. It's good. Oh, I remember my bread. No. Gonna get that bread. Okay. Okay. It'll just like all of a sudden, here it is. Okay. 4 of Cups, 6 of Cups, 6 of Wands in reverse. So this is pending victory. It's like, but this is like, these are like friends. These are relationships that you've like fucking dreamed of. Like the dream on repeat. It's not like it's like in slumbers, your deja vu that is just the most pleasant thing ever. Kinship, friendship, not just partnerships, like the kind of partnerships where you're like, oh, we go way back. Not like trauma bonding way back, but like, I mean, that might be like part of it, but that's not the only bonding that occurred. There's just what you can recall is good times. And that's not for the sake of like, oh, memorization of good times. That's just the vibe. So it's like you like going to sleep and then waking up one day and it's like, whoa, all of a sudden it feels refreshed. This is just like the base layer of it, because 6 of Wands in reversal, I mean, it's abundant whether reversal or upright. So this is like the low-key base layer of it. This is like teacup pleasures in what do you call it? The spinning teacups in Disneyland. Kind of like that. So, oh, there's kind of like a whirlwind whirlpool also. So those who have not contributed like directly to our victory, that actually wanted to be part of the demise, like the whirlpool hole, like wormhole thing in water. I don't forget what it's called, but like the drain that. Yes, so they get sucked right in. To the bottom. To the very bottom. Oh, master number 66 here. Master lover, master artisan. Anyway, sound of cups right there too. Go to sleep. Wake up one day. This is the automatic ideation of these friendships that you not just long for, but it's now manifesting. It's coming into fruition. So it's birthing that into daylight. Okay. So, whenever you feel the desire to take a nap, take a rest, I'm telling you, I took my breaks. If you need to take a nap, like when you get home or whatever time it is, however that rolls for you, Tina, you take that. Because there's a digesting period of what's not yet seen. Okay. So to allow for that, like, give more weight to that trust in the unseen in self. Yep. Okay. What else should I be doing now? Spirit, Archangel Michael, you want to tell me? Queen of Pentacles and the Invitation. So all of this is going to lead to some kind of like, it's like bossing up and loving what you invest in, loving the relationships, the different kinds of relationships that are built. They're highly abundant in a different avenue. Like they flourish with different breeds of life, just as I do. So like these are solid relationships. Like just because like the proximity of a relationship shouldn't depend on like the level of like sexual intimacy. So how do I say it? So it's like you can have a very, very strong relationship, partnership, without it having to go there. So like there's this misconception because I have not really made, like I'm very particular, I suppose. So, and in general, people are also particular about who they also let in. So there's just different standards, right? So, for me, like I always just get super excited once I get to that level of, proposed kinship. So in my head, from what I understand, they must be the closest thing and the only thing to that realm of intimacy, and that's not 100% true. Like so I think this is like a learning time for me, also to be engaged without having to like be it's still having some kind of boundaries. Like it doesn't, I guess it's like having more than one formula, really, and understanding that there's more than one formula to be happy. Like what it, Yeah. So this is kind of like bulletproof glass. So it's tempered, but you can, there's still a lot of transparency. You can still enjoy what's out there and still have like strong boundaries, a strong realm of protection, and also a scenic view with your travels. So it's kind of like that, especially when I'm engaging in new invitations and activities. So that's all that I'll say about that part. Yeah. Bottom of the deck, 5 of Pentacles. So it doesn't seem like much right now, but it's on the top. The Moon card in reverse, intentions. Okay, so what I'm hearing is it's like there's a sense of mediation here, not just meditation, but self-mediation, because we went from temperance to, you know, bulletproof and all of that. So looking at that, when you're a mediator, you have to be, I have to say the biggest benefit is to be super resourceful. So this is not being in lack mindset, but you have to understand through series of decades in developments that you know, as we've progressed further, there's been an understanding like, why don't you just cut out the middlemen? And the mediator can be highly instrumental in extending quality, facilitating quality bonds. So the mediator must know how to bring value, but also being as equally trusted as the bonds that you are intending to form between other parties. So there's a balance of self-interest and self-surrender. So with that, there's an expression of tempering one's own fees. So when we're talking about being resourceful, we're looking at the most practical decision as far as, is it viable to be included? And I feel like I think it's just a sense of awareness in that why did I get that? There's a sense of feeling like on one's own through the thick of it, when it's like just like an ice forest. So why do I don't know, maybe that's just the way it feels like right now. Behind that, King of Pentacles, but there's something there's something very valuable here. It's so humbling that once one is recognized as a solid King of Pentacles, like major, like a big boss energy, it's like those stories of living, having to make it through like on a humble note, is so respectable, so like authentic, like it's so people, it's like a backstory that is highly respectable, honored. Mm-hmm. And so one thing, not just, it isn't just one thing leads to another, but one thing adds to another. And so that's good. That's very, very good. What else are we seeing here? Oh, and the King of Pentacles is also somebody that really that enjoys nature, that has a great appreciation for the earth energy, earth magic, earth energies. And so they might also like donate to the betterments of it, of preserving it, if not enhancing it. So when you look at that, it's not just one thing leads to another, but these are build-upons, whether you're at this stage from here or at this stage because of this energy, this love for this environment. So that's really nice. I'm hearing K5. I don't know why, but that's a king, and then there's 5. Okay. So then, all right. So 31.5 minutes, basically. What is your takeaway here? Page of Cups. And some self-reflection. It's scrying. It's I think some people, when they look in the mirror, especially after aging, they don't see the same person, you know, as what they remember. But that's a-okay and fine. There's something about seeing yourself in your bodies of intuition. Something about something cleansing about looking at one's own self. That there's already digesting like who you are based on like when you look at yourself, there's already an automatic assessment. There's an automatic like download, basically. Okay, so there's that. All right, so what is my takeaway? Just my takeaway. The Sun card in reverse. That's amazing. So they're saying the sun will come out tomorrow. Oh my gosh, there was just a moth right there. That was insane. That was weird. Little black moth. It's kind of like Silence of the Lambs, except like much, much, much smaller. That was weird. Okay. Anyway, that's the first kind that I've seen here before. It was like very, very tiny. But it was a black moth. So there's some messaging there. Why did I get the moth? What is that all about? Why was it reminiscent of Silence of the Lambs? Knight of Pentacles in reverse. There's a delivery. Something will come to light. Kind of a personal memo to me. I don't know what it is. And all these downloads that are coming through, because you see the labeling, and there's something else that's coming straight forward to me. It's something like this sunlight is like on graph paper, you know, like the grid graph paper kind of thing. Something is like absolutely sized up. Like if you're looking at tracing paper, like you know, in boxes. There's something about the red line. It's very like portioned, sized. How do I say it? For a sense of accuracy in scaling up or down or duplicating. So there's something about that here about I think a lot of people are wanting to duplicate my design. I don't understand that, but I mean, like, I could understand that, but what people are seeing, what people are trying to duplicate or like wanting, desiring to, I guess, is just a garb, you know, like that's something that they're, you know, it's just, it's something that's just seen on the outside, that's something that cannot be duplicated from the in. So, and all of the elites know that, like they know that. So there's a clear like siphoning out, like sorting out of basically who knows and who knows how much and who absolutely doesn't really get it. And I'm in like this, I don't know, I'm in this like super top tippity top. I don't, like, this is also gnome energy, because like the bottom half, I just noticed, like, is basically a giant gnome energy. So there's a lot of hard work on the foundations. Do you want to say anything about that, Archangel Michael? Spirit, what was the clarifier for what we just like spoke about? Seven of Swords in reverse. No, that's absolutely it. That's there's no bullshit. There's no deception. There's no lying. That's what you talked about, like that paper. Yeah, paper. Yeah, for sure. And if there's any interception, it's kind of impossible at this level with how much support I have for there to be interception because of that, like sorting out. And so there's it's insane. Like, either it's going to be given to me, like addressed to me and given to me, or I'm going to find, it's meant for me to find. But I really feel like I'm not supposed to be like scavenger hunting it. It's something that's actually like, oh, I don't even understand, like, what? It's a mystery, man. What? There's something like about, if we're talking about a company here, like if we're talking about energetics and my kin energy is relative to a company, we're looking at, first off, like white paper here, on that energy, what we just talked about. And then this is pink paper. So something about a pink slip. So pink slip could be like positive or it could be negative. So negative, like pink slip is kind of like, I don't know, something about, is it about driver's license or something like that? Or is it like a ticket? Or is it like a receipt copy when you, the receipt when you sign it and it like, the pressure like scribes onto the next page into the yellow slip and then to the blue slip or whatever. So there's something about that here. Because I feel like I would not be compelled to introduce or just emphasize that if my kin energy is a business, that that's equivalent in its energy. And I would say it would be beneficial for you to have peonies in your garden, or like, you know, like, I don't know why, but peonies, yes. I know that they're super protective. Yeah, Peonies. All right. Okay, now we're doing bananagrams. Okay. Bananagrams time. Okay, let's get a law of attraction card too. Okay. Just colossal. Focus. A griffin here and there. So this is kind of chariot energy, except like free reign. Like, you go over there, you go over here, we'll meet up in the middle. Like, you know, it's like they're traveling together, you know, the chariot. And so this is kind of like sightseeing, but trusting that we can kind of have a meetup at a certain time. And wishes are being granted. You see that? Something about that there. Focus. I focus my logical mind to make smart, effective business decisions. Okay. Cool. All right, so what is what I'm supposed to get from here? Okay, that's kind of a lot. It feels like there's a lot of bulk right there, so I don't know. Like, I thought it was going to drop. I just kind of allow it to drop sometimes. What's the first letter? There's L on the board, and what fell over there is another L. So there's an expression of losses, both, I mean, in general, on the board and off the board. But that's nothing to really hyper-focus on. They wanted me to channel L7 as well. So there's also something, a formation of rectangular. Oh, you know what? You know what 100% what this is saying, especially since I got the sun card in reverse. This is the rune for, I think, is it the sun card? Holy smokes. Let me go ahead and check. Give me a second. Whoops. Oh, I keep forgetting. I got my thing. It could be that one, but let me see here. Oh, Jera. Or Jera? As in year. Jera, Jeran, Jeras. J in Germanic languages. Translation is year and harvest. Holy smokes. The crowd goes wild. Keywords: harvest, reward, natural cycles, fruition, fertility, and growth. Do you know how crazy that is? So looking at, you know, and that's why I think it's important to be like tempered. This whole message is coming together, especially with like the first look at things, the first glance at things, and then like mediating, being the self-mediator, and then you're like you end up winning it. So looking at that, how it kind of comes together, like kind of like that. Same thing here. So that's excellent. This is so excellent. What do you want to say here? Primary themes. Jera is the rune of harvest and of the seasonal year, which is ever turning. Similar to the neo-pagan concept of the wheel of the year, Jera, am I saying Jera? It's pronounced Jera. Okay. Jera signifies that each season of a cycle has its purpose in it. And so it also reminds us that the attainment of goals often takes time. A seed planted in spring must be given time to grow, and the resulting plant can only be harvested in its proper time. But provided you have put the necessary work into preparing the soil, tending the crops, and reaping the harvest, Jera, goodness. Jera, okay, Jera, okay. Jera indicates that your efforts will be successful. As the fourth rune of the Hegel's eight, Jera follows a series of 3 runes which focus on obstacles. If you've been dealing with adversity, Jera emerges as a positive sign that troubles are receding and you are moving into a fortuitous time of forward activity. The chariots. 7. Okay. And then like that thing, where are you? This thing I'm a jiggy. What you talked about? Isn't that cool? Jeez. It may indicate prosperity and abundance, success in business, or some other form of payoff for your efforts. Celebrate your good fortune, appreciate the joys of your current circumstances, and strengthen your hopes and plans for the future. Don't rest on your laurels for too long, however. Just as the work of preparing for winter must follow close on the heels of the harvest celebrations, the need for careful resourcefulness and quiet patience will come around again in due time. This is simple and natural. Oh, this is so good. I mean, okay, this is simple and natural. This is simply the natural cyclical order of life. Recognizing this helps you flow with circumstances rather than resisting them. Yes, excellent. Okay, additional meanings. Jera represents fertility and may indicate a marriage. Procreation may be indicated either in the form of literal pregnancy or in the growth of an enterprise. Some neo-pagan traditions associate this rune with a symbolic sacred union of the goddess and the god. At any rate, Jera symbolizes the union of opposites, such as dawn and dusk, the meeting points of night and day, and the liminal times between seasons or reasons, such as the warm days of autumn days or the cold days of spring. That's great. We're talking about mediation here, too. In this context, you are advised to acknowledge that any adversity you are or have been experiencing will ultimately contribute to your growth. This is so insane! Holy smokes. You are who you are because of the lessons life has taught you. Jera has no reverse meaning. That's excellent. Okay. I don't know what kind of adversity I'm supposed to be experiencing. Seems kind of mellow right now. I don't know what kind of like craziness is supposed to happen. Like, what else? I don't understand. I don't know. But we got Jera here. Alright, see what else is here, okay? C-E-I, ice. C-S-F-R-H-T-E-A-Y-I-I-T-E-B-Z-R-O-E-G-E. We have Rogan, Chris. Oh, there's no N. It's a Z. I didn't see that there. Gone. Oh, Tina. Stray. Stray cat. Oh, something. I wish I could be as carefree and wild, but I got cat class and I got cat style. Yeah, don't cross my path. That's good. That's funny. What else here? Chaz. Christy. Bestie. Bertie or Bert. Bart. Art or Arthur. Artie. Feist. F-I-E-S-T. So I'm supposed to channel something off of her too. Bright. Bryce. Tiara. Kiara. Chandra. Even though we don't have the D here or an N, we have that there. I'm also seeing Haley, but there's no L. Tyrese. Teresa. Troy. Gary. Ghost. Corey. Scary. Bitch. Birch. Birch tree. So we have some Wiccans here, or some, you know, Earth magic people. Scribe. I think scribe is important here. I don't know why, but I feel like it. Tribe as well. I feel like tribe is very important. So I think it's something about writing our own story together. It's like, you know, finishing each other's sentences. It's being like in that vibe, but it's that game where finishing the story, like you say one line and then you move it to the next person and they like continue on with the story. It's kind of like that. Ezra. CEO. Usually I don't get CEO here, but that's what I'm seeing here. Ozo. So what's Ozo Motley? I don't know. What is that? Sage. Also. Size. I think tribe is more important than scribe here, but because there's nothing about, you know, a scribe isn't somebody that just like, how do I say it? A scribe does more than just like punch numbers, you know, punches away at things. They're also recipient to, how do I say it? They're not just a recipient, but they're also an observer. So it's, yeah, something about that. They. So, we have somebody who, we have people who work with pronouns here, or, you know, like we have theys here. That's the first time that I've gotten that before. Thrice. I don't know why we have that. Oh, scribe. Somebody's, because remember, there's 3 people signing off on something. So there's thrice of a scribe. There's input. There's, yeah, I don't know why. I suppose also if you're doing like earth magic too, to not just write it down once, but 3 times. That's what they're telling me. I'm seeing Yogati here. I don't know why. So I think and Goetta, Goetia, Goetia. Is there 2 T's? I don't know. I don't know why I'm getting that. I forgot what that means. Also we're working with Goth or Gothite. That's stone. It's geoth or geothite. I have to look at that, but that's just a stone to work with also. I'm kind of hearing rhyolite as well. Yeah, rhyolite. And the keys of Goetia, something like that. Goetia is hidden here. I don't know why though. It's definite. I know it's 100%. That's what we're supposed to put here. Gaze. Also Farsi. We have we haven't had that in a long time, but yeah, also Gaza. Again, we're supposed to look at Gaza. I'm getting Faye as well. Faye as well. I don't know why. I don't know what that means. Faye as well. Faye. I feel like, hold on, let me check. Yeah, they want me to put, I don't know how to pronounce it. I think it's Goetia, something like that. So, Goetia. Because there have been like skips of themes that I've had about keys recently, and it's a summoning. I can do that. It's done differently though. 3, yeah. Again, tree. So there's definitely some of that kind of magic working here. Even like tray. So like even tress. So French, Spanish, just thrice and 3. So there's 4 ways of indicating that here. I also have trio here, so 5 times. There's, geez, 5 thrice. Trois. That's French. Sorry, not tray. Then what's tray? So 5 or 6 times that 3 is mentioned. It's like it's a huge number here. So that's something different, huh? Rizzo is here too. Ezra. Rez as well. But we only have 1 Z. I still think I'm supposed to. Zeph also. Is that... taser. Something that's electrifying. I don't... This is insane. What is going on? This is weird. Let me see. Crazy. Oh my gosh. Thrice. Yeah, something's absolutely crazy, like insane nutsoids. It's about to like happen for me. I don't understand. What is going... This is insane. What is going... Crazy. And then I have TFEE left. Or feet? Feet? What? What is this? I don't understand what is going on here. BEA, no. Feta. Eight. No, I don't understand. What is the thing? Fertility and then feet. I don't understand what's going on here. Let me just double check what's going on. What's going on? Oh, there's a key. And there's a key. This is so tricky. See. Yeah, scribe is also meant to see, to observe. Oh my gosh, for sure. Holy smoking them all. Let me show you, okay? It's insane. Okay, so looking at that. It's the key. Goesha or Goesha. Thrice scribe C. Crazy. And then that, what is it called? The journey? Jera. That's Jera. That's year, fertility, all that good stuff, you know. That's crazy. All right, my phone is about to conk out. So let's see if there's anything else that wants to come through here. Actually, I'm supposed to get that. It's important. Okay. Anything else as a closing? That one. King of Cups in reverse is coming through. So it's Jesus Christ energy helping us through the walk. Walking the walk, this journey. It's undercover. It's very subtle within the waters of intuition. It's very much sacred and close. This is the Grail. It's Spirit and Cash, just chilling out with us. Top of the deck is 10 of Swords. So this is killer energy. Yeah. It's a natural energy. Okay. So, main takeaway for you. Floopity-doop. After we go through this, Two of Pentacles, keeping in balance. And then for me, Four of Wands, Home and Hearth. Absolutely. Solid. That's good. That's, what did they say? That's 11-11 energy too? It's, it was good. All right, that's it. So thanks very much for joining me. Thanks for all donations. Oh, thanks for all donations provided in light and love. Certainly appreciated, if not magnified. And so, upon closing the portals in this reading, I send all energies back to their appropriate locations outside of mine with their appropriate karmas due, assisting with a sequence of roll out in light and love. I close the portals in these readings now.